Hello, all you gorgeous people. I wanted to do the nutrition part first again. I thought we could talk about carbs a little bit. There's such a misunderstanding on carbs. So let me start by addressing what they are. Okay. I thought there'd be a definition right there. Hold on. I thought it would be right in front of me. There's a whole chapter on carbs. Silly me for thinking that's where this might be. Okay, so a carbohydrate is defined as a large group of macronutrients that include sugars, starch, and cellulose. And what I wanted to talk about today are the different kinds a little bit, but more so like go against the diet booming of the low carb situation. I can remember, oh gosh, in the 80s when Atkins, like my mom's friends were kind of doing Atkins, and it works, right? That low carb works mostly because it just eliminates everything that's bad for you. I mean, you know what I mean? If you go low carb, you've got to make really big choices about your food. Um, if you can only eat 10 or 20 grams, that's kind of lettuce, really. That's really all it is. Hello, Patricia. Um, And I was the first one on that bandwagon. I'm a bodybuilder, so that's the bandwagon. Lots of protein, no carbs, a little bit of fat. Anyway, then I started eating more plant-based, and I'm not pushing any particular diet, and started eating plant-based. And then your macros are more like 50 to 60 or even 70% carbs because even your proteins have carbs. Your fat has carbs, right? It's just one big carb party. And I got really nervous about that, like, oh my goodness, I've spent all this time not eating carbs. A few months into that, my body responded so well. My energy levels rose. I was able to strip off some body fat, low protein, higher carbs. I really, really think when we come down to it, it's not about, how many carbs and how many fat and how much protein. It's about balanced diets of whole food. So if that means a lot of your diet, about 50%, it's going to come from carbs regardless of how much you try to cut them. You can't eat fat all day. And if you eliminate just a little bit of meat proteins and replace them with plant protein, I promise you'll feel a little bit better about that. So I also wanted to touch on my times bodybuilding. I wasn't convinced about this carbohydrate thing. So I did a competition last year. Like even last year, I was still like, no, no, no. If you eat high carb, you're going to be big. Um, at the very end of bodybuilding competitions, you go down to like a 5% carbohydrate situation. You still have your fat. So I've had my fats and I had a ton of protein, but my carbs were really low. And I really did start to get brain dead. I literally mean that. We were on a vacation, having a great time, and I was so depleted from energy and thinking, foods that I kept walking into this screen door over and over. My kids were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, can't even think. I can't even think. So on that reason alone, right? Put the carbs in second, especially if you're performing. You know what I mean? Especially if you're doing exercises. Carbohydrates are the thing that gives you energy. So when you strip that out of your body and you go to, let's say, run or even, bicycle on a low carb, you're not going to perform well. So I'm taking my whole body and my whole situation and everything about it and moving it into what's going to let me perform. Because I don't want to care about the body per se and the way it looks anymore. How am I going to perform? So I'm now at, this is no joke, like a 60% carbohydrate, like 30 protein, 10 fat diet, and I've never felt this good. Never ever has my performance been this good. I told you I've been tracking my performance because it's really, really important to me. But what it also gives you, sorry, the dogs have learned how to jump on our big table. Okay, the table's like this high. And they've learned how to use the chairs to jump on the table. Food's ready, and they want it. So sorry for Bob Pop. That looked a little crazy. um, so anyway, for me, so what does that look like, right? So what does that look like if I'm trying to take my animal protein and not saying get rid of it. Please don't ever think I'm saying that to you. What you eat is your choice. But if you want to feel better, take a little bit of the animal protein, move it into some plant protein. So for us at this house, it looks a lot like lentil, garbanzo bean. You know the drill. Not even the rices as much because we eat enough of the other things. Like our carbs are the rice and all of those things. But quinoa, right? I'm a double dipper. So quinoa is almost the ratio of carb to protein is almost the same. Kaya's playing. Yeah, because she heard the puppies, huh, Patricia? Anyway, so those kinds of foods that are equal parts um, is kind of what I'm doing instead of the animal meat, animal proteins. So all of that being said, again, please, if you have questions, you can type them in. And even if I don't see them now, I'll come back to it. Or you can also, well, I guess you can't. I'm under Hope Davis on Facebook. You can also message me. Let's get to yoga. So let's start on our mats in a seated position. Coming to our breath. And having those big inhalations and exhalations. Taking that breath up through the belly, expanding the ribs, opening up the chest, and then exhaling all the way back down. And we're working towards making that an even breath, even inhalation and exhalation. And now let's add those pauses. So we're going to have an inhale, pause, exhale, pause again. And working with that pattern. When the mind wanders, come back to the very next inhalation. And notice if your mind wanders, if it's in that pause. We keep ourselves so busy that we never pause, and I mean me too. When we pause, our mind does wander. Let's take 3 more breaths like that with the pauses. And then we'll go back to our normal, natural breath. And we'll open the eyes. I'm going to come into Hero's Pose to start today. So that's on the knees. If that's a problem for you, You have some options. You can put a pillow or a blanket in between the knee crease, or you can put a pillow or blanket under the knees, or take your mat and roll it under. And if all else fails, sit crisscross applesauce. You'll just have to move when we move into the next position. Okay? So, on the inhale, arms come up, we rise. Exhale, we're going to bring it all the way down to child's pose. Nice and slow here. Take your time because we're tight. So inhaling, arms come up. Get that small back bend if you'd like. Exhale, bring it all the way back down. Two more times. And the last one. We're going to hold down in child's pose. So you can open the knees or keep them together. Arms are out front. Take those deep breaths into the low back, hip flexor. One more breath here. And then in the next inhale, we'll come back up to hero pose. We're going to place those arms in football and goalpost. On the inhale, we're going to open the chest. On the exhale, we're going to close it. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. I want to tell you guys, my son has been gone for 11 days, and he might come home in the middle of this. I have no idea. But if he does, you'll know. It'll be chaotic as all everything. Two more. So I'll apologize in advance. I really have no idea when he's coming in. Okay, now the next time we close those arms around the spine, bring the arms down to the thighs and hold. We're pushing the spine back. Tucking the chin. And then we'll come back up to that nice neutral spine. Left hand down on the ground. Right arm comes over. We're going to inhale to center, then move to the other side. Exhale. Come over. Ooh, there's the tightness for me. A yoga teacher I just took a training from said that when the first time they did a side bend and he got to stretch his obliques and his iliac crest and everything, he knew he was in the right place. It's the same for me. I'm so tight in those areas that if we don't do these side openers, I can't do anything. One more time each side. The next time we've got the right arm over, we'll hold, take that chest to the sky. Nice deep breaths. Two more. We'll inhale back to center, we'll move to the other side. Left arm over, take those deep breaths into the left side body. Expanding the space around the ribs. Nice deep belly breaths. One more. Then we'll inhale, come back to center. I want to stretch the tricep today just because we haven't. So bring one arm up behind you, elbows in the air. Arm is coming down to reach the back of your back. And then use the other hand to just bring it back a little. Try to keep your head as erect as you can. Don't collapse. And on the exhalations, use them to release. You can roll up a towel. One more breath. Hi, we're teaching yoga. I warned everybody you're coming home.
Hi, Mama.
Oh, I miss you.
Why didn't you tell me about the garden? Holy cow.
Okay, other side. Sorry. I love him. I miss him so much. Left arm back. We'll use the other hand to bring it back. Oh, he just made my whole week. I missed him so. I might cry. One more breath. Okay, let's release. We're going to bring the right arm across the front. Bring your shoulder down. So you've just got an arm across and you're bringing the shoulder down. Now take your head to the other side. You've got a nice stretch along the neck now. I'm so happy he's home. One more breath here. And the other side. Left arm comes across, shoulder comes down, head to the opposite side. That's my little tiny baby, Kennedy. One more breath. And inhale and come up. So we're going to work with gatekeeper a little. So you've got your weight on the left knee. So I've got my left knee bent and my right leg extended. Take your time unwinding now because like my knees are really tight from that. We're going to inhale, one arm over. Then we're going to exhale, come the other side. So we're going to have this little windmill. Inhale and exhale. Back and forth. Still working on those side bodies. Two more times. Now the next time you've got the arm open and you're, let's see, left, I don't know, whichever side that you've got the knee down, you want to have the arm over and the other arm coming down the leg. If you want to take your chest, turn it just a little to the sky so you're not collapsing. And take those great deep breaths here. Stretching all the way from the iliac crest, all the way up to the tip of the fingers. One more breath. We're going to inhale, then we're going to go to the other side. So one arm comes down. And then we're creating this nice long line. Actually, there's a nice long line. Opening up the other side of the body. One more breath. Inhaling, coming back up to center. Let's trade sides. Extend the other side. Woo. Okay, we're going to inhale. And exhale. Either way in this movement, the breathing can be, just pick. Because we're collapsing and rising in both directions. So you do what your body wants to do in this one. I'm really tight on this side. You can see like I have to brace even. Woo! Ooh. One more time. And when you have that arm over, hold, turn that chest to the sky a little, and we'll take those nice deep breaths over here. Woo! Two more. Inhale up, and exhale, get that other side. Get that nice long line to the body. Reaching all the way from the toe to the tips of the fingers here. I wish you could hear all the noise Bob is making behind me. Every time we move, he goes, oh, oh, ah. Okay, I'll be nice now. Inhale and come back up. Okay. Okay, we're going to go back to the right foot. It's going to be out in front of us this time. So we're on the left knee, right foot's out in front. We're going to come forward into a lunge, hands come down. Inhale. Exhale, push back. So you're sitting on that foot, okay? So inhale, come forward, almost like runner's lunge. Exhale, sit back on the knee. Okay, so in and out here. I decided today we were going to do all different things. Still lower level, slow yoga, but just kind of change up the whole repertoire. Two more. Nice and slow. Really take your time here. Move into each position. Now the next time you're forward in that lunge, let's stay there. Leaning into that front body. Inhale those arms overhead. We're going to exhale, twist to the side that has the bent knee in front. Taking those nice deep breaths. Getting the chest as open as you can. Two more breaths. Inhale to unwind. We're going to bring the hands down to the floor. Step the left foot forward for forward fold. Right in. Take a couple of breaths here. Breathing into that low back and hamstrings. Two more breaths. Okay, on your next inhale, we're going to take that right foot, step it back. So we've got the same thing on this side as we did on the other. We're in the lunge position. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bring it back. Ooh, tight knee. Inhale forward. Listen to your body here. It's a lot of work with the knee. You do you. Two more. Okay, the next time you come forward, we're going to hold. Come forward into that lunge. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to the side with the knee bend. Nice deep belly breath. Try to get that left shoulder open a little more. Conscious effort. Two more breaths. Inhale to unwind, hands down to the mat, forward fold again. Just two breaths. And then we'll take a nice big inhale all the way up. Arms are wide, all the way to the sky. Exhale those hands to heart. Half sun salutations. Nice big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Arms are wide. Exhale those hands to heart. 3 more times. Nice big inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale those hands to heart. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Go into that slight back bend. Come back up. Hands to heart. We're going to work with some standing poses. Just giving you some knowing about that. If you have a strap, you might want to get it handy. There's going to be a lot of balance work, so opt in and out as you need to, okay? So let's work with crescent just for a minute, warming up the side bodies and standing. Nice big inhale. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, back. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. So in and out here, okay? Just use your breath, conscious movement. I forgot to say hi to Christine. Hi, Christine. Ooh, one more time through all the angles. Sorry, that was, hey, get these home. I don't know where I am now, though. I'll just go through them again. Then we'll come back up to center, bring those arms down. I am going to get my strap, too. I'm feeling really tight on one side. So for now, we're just going to start by balancing on the left foot. Open up those toes, get them nice and wide. Well, all we're going to do to start is bring the knee up to chest. So if you can do that with your hands, great. If not, get your strap, put it under the thigh. I'm going to show you. Okay, that's enough. What you don't want to do is get the knee up there and grab the knee itself. Okay, this is terrible. You want to either get on the shin or under the thigh. Okay, so create that nice big base with the foot. Get your focal point out in front of you, maybe 5, 6, 7, or 8 feet. You decide. On your next exhalation, take that knee into chest. I'm already going to fall over. Kennedy's in the background talking. No, I just miss you. You can talk. Okay, focus, hope. One more breath here with the knee up. Then we're just going to take whatever spot we were holding, open up the leg, externally rotate it. Get the other arm out for counterbalance if you need to, or find yourself a spot, chair, couch, nothing wrong with being at the couch here. Couple of breaths there. Now bring it back and extend the leg. This is where I'm going to get my strap. So we've still got the firm base on the same foot. Left foot's firm. We're going to try to bring that foot up. Some of you might be able to reach the toe, which I can, but I want to show you why I'm not going to. I can reach my toe or my foot. But now look at my form, okay? I think I'm going to hold on to. I think Bob has the right idea here. I'm super distracted now. Just a couple more breaths. For me, I'm looking out over my toes. And release. Woo! Okay, we're going to move to the other side. I'm going to get back to the couch when I need to. Okay, make that big base on the other foot. Open up the toes. Find your balance point. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring the knee in. Every exhalation, we try to bring that thigh a little bit closer to the body. One more breath. Don't watch Bob. When you're ready, open it up. Get the other arm out there or hold on to something. One more breath. Okay, bring it back to center. Extend. That didn't work. I better go back to my holding spot. You know, before I was a yoga teacher, I thought all yoga teachers could do everything. That was silly, huh? One more breath. Then we're going to slowly release that down to the earth. Okay, we're going to try a hard one now, okay? Let's work a little bit last standing balance, okay? Dancer poses a lot of things. I can't do most of it because my front body's so tight, okay? But we're going to work towards dancer. I'm going to stay sideways for now. We're going to inhale, push the pelvis forward, bring the hands back. Exhale, forward fold, slow, slow. Find your way down. Nice long exhale. Inhale, back up. Push the pelvis forward. Exhale slowly. Come down. A few more times. I'm going to stop for a drink. One more time. Now the next time you come up into that small back bend, bring the hands to the waist behind you. And take a few breaths in this big back bend. Quads are engaged, glutes are engaged. I'm totally engaged. There's nothing flaccid. I'm not floppy. You like that floppy? Inhale, come up. So different levels of dancer. The first one is really almost like warrior 3. That's the first level. One leg comes up, arms can come out. Warrior 3, right? I'm just giving you levels, then we'll work on it. The next one's going to be, you can take the leg back here, if you can. My unbalanced self today. Come here. You can also take the strap. I guess there's no level in those two. They're almost the same. If you can't reach back, you want to take the strap and bring it up, okay? And the other is the full dancer, which I can't do. Arms behind you, leg back, and you get it, okay? So start where you want. Remember, you have just forward, then you can come back and grab the leg. You can strap it. I'm going to strap it because I get the biggest back bend. Now, if you're worried about that and you just don't want to loop it because you're afraid, go ahead and make a small hole for your foot. Doesn't matter how long your strap is, and you can get your foot in here. Start on whichever side you'd like. And again, if you can do dancer without the strap comfortably, please feel free. Okay, take that. I'm going to bring both hands behind me here. On my next inhalation, I'm going to catch my balance and start moving into the position. Walking my hands up. And I'm using my hands to pull that leg up. You can have a bend in the knee you're standing on. You can also hold on to something if you're not holding your strap. Like that. Sorry, I fell out. Whew. Let's play with it one more time. So again, get the strap behind you. It's on the foot. Inhaling. Walking those hands. Finding your balance. One more breath. And release. Because I was going to fall over again. Woo! Okay, shake that out. Notice how the side you just did feels really good. Your back might be tight. Don't worry, we're going to undo all that with twisting when we're done, okay? The other thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I should have talked about it before, is to get into dancer good, the inhale that we're breathing in is literal, so use it. Inhaling up. You're lengthening the spine before you get ready so that there's space to bend, okay? So get those arms behind you again. Inhaling. Get that spine so tall. Not helpful to Bob if you can see all that. Inhale again. So every time you start, take that inhale. Extend the spine, make it tall. And when you're ready, release. You'll be happy to know we're going to go to the ground. Woohoo! Okay. Let's take those legs out in front of us for forward fold. We'll start by loosening the back, and then we'll go into some twisting, okay? So let's take that nice deep inhale, scoop up all the air around us. On the exhale, just hinge at the hips. Stop there. Inhale that spine long again. Exhale, come down. And keep working in this fashion, nice and slow, lengthening the spine before making the fold. You can have your strap. Should have said that. It's funny, I've always been able to do this, and Bob can't, I forget. I think everybody should be able to do this. So in every inhalation, still, even if you're in a comfortable position, challenge yourself to inhale again, and then exhale, tuck belly, pull down. One more breath. And we're going to inhale nice and slow, coming all the way up to that seated position. Feet are together. Small butterfly. Remember to keep your back nice and tall. Inhale for cow. Chest opens. Exhale, round the spine. So I know you guys know I'm starting my own business, and I'm doing well, and I'm doing great. But I had to start writing about what I do in yoga, like what is yoga for? And it's so ingrained in my head that yoga is just for the stability of the spine. I sometimes forget to talk about everything else. Yoga being the unification of mind, body, soul, yoking everything together. Union really is the meaning of yoga. But the purpose, see, gets lost in translation because yoga being the connection, the yoking, the union. Why? Why are we doing that? Well, it was originally started so that you can meditate. So you can be strong enough to sit for long periods of time and meditate. But we've lost that. So yoga's become more of how flexible can I be? How many shapes can I make? And the difference for me is really talking about that spine. Two more. Like we can't sit without that spine being healthy and strong. Okay, we're going to go down to the ground next, lying on our backs. Knees are bent. Feet are wider than your mat. Arms are out to the side. Here's my favorite. You guys know what's going to happen. Take that nice deep inhale. Exhale both knees to the right. Inhale center. Exhale both knees to the left. So back and forth here, something more familiar. One more time each side. The next time both knees are to the right, we're going to hold. You can take that right foot, put on the outside of the left thigh, gaze out over that left hand. Nice deep belly breaths. Send those breaths to the low back and the belly. And use every exhalation as an opportunity to release the legs closer to the earth to get more of that twist. But could you pick up your left foot and bring it back more? Does that feel different? This is my favorite. Like I have to get my foot back there. One more breath. We'll inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Left foot comes to the outside of the right thigh. Gaze out over that right arm. Nice deep belly breaths. Again, remembering to use that exhalation to release those legs. What are we holding on to? What can we let go of? We're at that portion. Two more breaths. We're going to inhale to unwind, and we're going to come back to our strap. So let's get our strap. We're going to put our right foot in the strap. Left leg's either knees bent or legs extended. Knee bent gives you a little more range of motion. You won't be as tight. But leg extended will let you get a little closer. So totally up to you. You can move that ankle around. Point and flex that foot. So take the strap in the left hand because your foot's in the right foot's in the strap. Open the right arm to the side. Take your nice deep inhale. Exhale that leg across the body as perpendicular as you can to the other leg. Inhale it back to center. So we're going to work through this dynamically. It's a very big twist. And unfortunately, I've started with the wrong leg. So it's okay. We've done other twisting. We'll just have to end with another twist. One time. Now the next time you cross that body, we're going to hold. Take that right foot on the exhalation, cross it all the way over. You want to be able to keep your shoulders on the ground. So if the shoulders lift, you want to bring the leg back a little. And here we're going to look out over that right arm, and we're going to use the exhalations to release this leg, getting it lower and lower to the ground. Woo! Couple breaths. Okay. Bend. Ooh, I just cramped. Sorry. Bend that knee. Bring that leg back to center. Woo! That was a gnarly cramp. Change hands with the strap. Open the leg out to the other side. Same leg. I just cramped, so I had to undo everything. You're on the same leg. We haven't switched yet. I just cramped and had to let go. One more breath. Inhale that leg right up back to center. Bend the left knee. Cross that foot over for figure four. So options here. You can bring that leg up if you'd like. If you can grab behind the thigh and tuck the chin. You can bend the leg after you bring it up. Both legs are engaged here. Tuck your chin so the spine's in alignment. If this is too much or your chin's in the air or your tush is off the floor, put the foot back on the ground. It's more than enough. One more breath. Let's bring that left foot back down to the ground and unwind. We're going to put the left foot in the strap now. Pointing and flexing that foot, straightening the right leg down on the earth. Okay, straps in the right hand, left arm out to the side. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, cross it over, perpendicular to the other leg. Inhale back to center. When you're ready, exhale, bring it across. Back and forth. Two more times. Now the next time you come across the body, let's hold. Left arm's out. Try to get that leg as perpendicular as we can, keeping the shoulders on the ground. And take those nice deep breaths. Again, we're back at. What are we holding on to? Two more breaths. Okay, bend that knee. Bring it back to center. Change the hand to the strap. Arms still out to the side. Open up the leg to the other direction. Ah! There's the work. One more breath. Inhale Inhale that leg back to center, bend the right knee, cross the left leg over. And if you'd like, you can grab behind the right thigh, if that's available. Tuck the chin. One more breath. Here, we're going to bring that right foot down. Bring the left foot down. Keep the left knee bent. Extend the right leg. Arms are out to the side. I just got to undo the bad twisting that I did in the wrong form. I don't know why. It might be a little OCD. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, cross that left knee across the body. Take the left foot behind the right knee if you'd like. Gaze out over those left shoulders. And here we're really going to concentrate on filling the belly for that big twist. Get the kidneys and the intestines so happy from rubbing. Couple more deep breaths here, filling that belly. A lot of space. Inhaling back to center, trading sides, realigning the body. Extend the left leg, take your next inhale. And when you're ready, cross over that body on your exhalation. Gaze out over that right arm. And again, just rest. So on this side, I'm much tighter. I don't know if you can notice it or not. So I take my left hand and kind of just place it on the outside of the right thigh. I'm not forcing. I'm just using a little more gravity. Like I want to get past that. I'm so tight right there. Couple more breaths. And then on your next inhalation, we're going to unwind. So let's do a little happy baby because my back's still a little tight before we lie down for Shavasana. We're going to take right foot in right hand, left foot in left, or you're going to take your strap and put it across the feet and then bend the knees. Either way. But what you want is to make sure your tush is down on the ground and your chin is tucked so that the spine itself is in a line. Kind of play with it, see where your body is. Like I'm super tight today. This is normally okay for me. So I'm going to extend my legs because my body likes that better than the bent knee. Tucking my chin again, you can see. And when you're ready, finding that comfy spot in Shavasana that you can rest in. I'm going to turn on our essential oils. Oh, good, you guys have made a mess in the kitchen. Let's see. So when you're ready, and whatever position you want to be in, start working with your breath again. Giving those big inhalations and exhalations. I've been using the adaptive blend for calming in the essential oil pack. It's pretty much a winner. And if you don't know about that or anything, don't worry. It's called adaptive and it has relaxing properties to it, and you put it where your skin is the thinnest if you need it immediately. And with all the pandemic stuff, I need it immediately a lot. So start by unfurrowing the brow, focusing on your exhalations. Relax your mouth. Let those shoulders become heavy and soften your belly. Let the glutes relax into the earth. And let your hands and feet become just as heavy as well. And we're going to start by deepening the breath and just allowing ourselves to come back to our body as slowly as we'd like. And giving those small movements to the head and neck. Isn't the head and the neck the same? Wrist and ankles, head and neck. And when you're ready, coming up to that seated position. And you're at home, so if you don't want to, I totally understand. Let's take that nice big inhale. Exhale those hands down to the third eye for clarity, to the mouth for right speech, and to the heart to give and receive love. Thank you so much for being here with me again on a Friday night. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to see you all in person again. Maybe it'll be a long time. It's okay. I'm just missing everybody so much this week. Namaste. Have a blessed weekend. Patricia, if you haven't left, stay there. Everybody else can stay there too. It's fine. I just wanted to tell Patricia something. Patricia, let's text about this later. But look up Tower Garden, like actual TOWER garden on the internet, and tell me what you think. Okay? Anyway, everybody else, bye.